Good morning everyone. In this video you will learn definition of bearing, and after learning the definition of bearing we will solve some examples related to bearings. So let's start with basic definition. Let's suppose we have two coordinates in a rectangular coordinate system. This is coordinate A and this is coordinate B, and we are supposed to find bearing of B from A. It is basically a special type of angle. We can also say that it is a modified form of angle. If we need to find bearing of B from A, bearing of B from A, our bearing will start from A and it will go till B. If we want to find bearing of B from point A, it is basically a clockwise angle which will start from north arrow and it will go till the straight line AB. We need to find bearing of B from A, so we will draw a north arrow at point A. And if we want to find bearing of A from B, in this case we will draw north arrow at point B, because in first part we need to find bearing of B from A, so we will draw north arrow at point A and then we will join both points. This will give us a straight line AB. In this part, if we want to find bearing of B from A, we will start our angle from this north arrow and we will go till this straight line AB. Now this angle is actually bearing of B from A. You can calculate this angle using protractor. You can measure this angle using the protractor. Let's suppose it is 60 degree. Now one thing which differentiates bearing from ordinary angles, that whenever we need to write bearing, we will always write using a 3-digit number. If we want to write 60, we will write like 060 degree. This is bearing of B from A. Now in this part we need to find bearing of A from B, so we will draw north arrow at point B like this. We will draw north arrow at point B. So in this part we will start a clockwise angle from this north arrow and we will go till this straight line AB. Now this angle is actually bearing of A from B. You can calculate this angle using angle properties. For example, if we construct this straight line, both north arrows are parallel to each other. So this 60 degree angle and this angle, these two angles are alternative angles of each other. So this angle will be equal to 60 degree. If we start from this line till here, we will have 180 degree, and 180 degree plus 60, that will give 240 degrees. So bearing of A from B will be equal to 240 degree. So this was definition of bearing, which is very important thing in this chapter. If you understand properly the definition of bearing, you will be able to solve all types of questions related to bearings. Let's start with an example. This is our example 1. This is a coordinate system, and in this coordinate system we have 4 points. A, B, C and D, and this is origin. Let's suppose this angle is at 50 degree and this is at 40 degree and this is at 60 degree and this is at 40 degree, and we need to find bearing of A from O. We need to find bearing of A from O and then D from O and then C from O. And then we can also have another example. We can calculate bearing of O from A or O from B. We will discuss all parts one by one. First of all, we will find bearing of A from O, because this bearing will start from O and it will go till point A. So we will draw a north arrow at this point O. This is north arrow at point O. As we have discussed in this definition that we will start a clockwise angle from north arrow and we will go till this straight line which will join both points. So this will be our bearing because this is starting from north arrow which is drawn at point A and it is going till this straight line OA. You can measure this angle because these two angles are complementary angles. So if this angle is 50 degree, this angle will be equal to 40 degree, and we will write this angle in a 3-digit number. This will be equal to 40 degree. Similarly, the bearing of C from O will be an angle which will start from north arrow and it will go till this straight line CO. It will start from north arrow and it will go till this straight line. We know that till here, if we cover first, second and third quadrant, these three quadrants, then sum of these angles will be equal to 270 degrees. If you subtract 60 degree from 270 degree, that will give us 210 degrees. So this angle will be equal to 210 degree. And if we need to find bearing of O from B, we have to draw north arrow at point B like this. I am denoting this north arrow with N prime just for differentiation between both north arrows. Now our angle will start from north arrow which is drawn at point B and it will go till the straight line OB. So this angle will start from north arrow and it will go till this straight line OB. We can calculate this angle now because this angle is 40, so this angle will be equal to 50 degree because these two angles are interior angles of a polygon and these two angles are supplementary angles of each other. So if this angle is 50 degree, we can subtract this angle from 180 degree. So that will give us 130 degree. So this angle will be equal to 130 degree. This angle will be equal to 130 degree. I hope you don't have any problem in this example. We can have another example related to bearings. Let me erase this and we will start another example related to bearings. Okay. This is example 2. We have two north arrows like this and we have a triangle. This is an isosceles triangle in which two sides are equal to each other and this angle is 62 degree. This is point A, this is point B and this is point C. Okay, first of all we need to find angle X. Okay, because this is north arrow, this is north arrow, so this angle will be equal to 62 degree because these two angles are alternative angles of each other. And first of all we need to find bearing of B from A. Bearing of B from A. We will start our angle from A. So at point A we will draw north arrow which is already drawn and we will start our angle from this north arrow and we will go till the straight line AB. This will be the bearing of B from O, that will be equal to 62 degree. Similarly, if we need to find bearing of A from B, now in this part we will draw north arrow at point B and we will start our angle from this north arrow and we will go till this straight line AB like this. Okay, because this is 62 degree, this angle is 62 degree, we can calculate this angle by subtracting this from 180 degree, and if we subtract, we will get 118, and we can calculate this bearing by subtracting 118 degree from 360, and if we subtract 118 from 360, we will get 242 degree. So this will be equal to 242 degree. Okay, we have done 2 examples related to bearings. Thank you for watching this video.